Hello, dear readers. Today, I want to share with you a heartfelt story about a special chapter in my life. The chapter that began the day I adopted a little white-furred cat named Snowy. Life often surprises us in the most unexpected ways, and for me, that surprise came in the form of a four-legged friend with soft fur and curious eyes. This story is about how Snowy became a part of my life, brought warmth and joy to my days, and taught me lessons I never knew I needed to learn. So, sit back, grab your favorite cup of tea, and join me on this journey of companionship, love, and discovery. It all started on a chilly winter afternoon when I decided to visit the local animal shelter. I wasn't particularly looking for a pet that day. I had gone there simply out of curiosity. As I walked through the rows of cages, the sound of purring, barking, and chirping filled the air. Each animal had a story, a personality, and a silent plea for a second chance. That's when I saw her, a small white cat curled up in the corner of her cage. Her fur was as pristine as freshly fallen snow, and her eyes, one blue and one green, seemed to tell a story of resilience. The name on her cage read Luna, but something about her presence made me think of Snow. When I knelt down to meet her gaze, she looked up, tilted her head slightly, and let out a soft, melodic meow. It was as though she had chosen me before I even had the chance to decide. The shelter volunteer told me that Snowy had been found as a stray a few months earlier. Despite her beauty, she had been overlooked by potential adopters, possibly due to her timid nature. Something tugged at my heartstrings as I listened to her story. I knew I couldn't leave her there. By the end of that day, I had signed the adoption papers, and Snowy was on her way to her new home. The first few days with Snowy were a mix of excitement and adjustment. She spent most of her time exploring her new surroundings, cautiously sniffing every corner of the house. It didn't take long for her to find her favorite spots: the windowsill where the sunlight streamed in during the afternoons, and the cozy blanket on the couch where she could curl up undisturbed. Snowy had a quiet yet endearing personality. She wasn't one to demand attention, but her subtle gestures spoke volumes. She'd nudge my hand gently with her head when she wanted to be petted or curl up on my lap when I was reading a book. Her purring was a soothing melody that made even the most stressful days feel a little lighter. As the weeks turned into months, Snowy's true personality began to shine. She was playful and curious, often chasing after ribbons or pouncing on imaginary prey. Her favorite game was hiding behind furniture and surprising me with an ambush as I walked by. Each time, her antics would leave me laughing, and she'd look up at me with an expression that seemed to say, "Gotcha." One unforgettable moment was during the first snowfall of the year. I opened the curtains to reveal a world blanketed in white, and Snowy leapt onto the windowsill, her nose pressed against the glass. She watched the snowflakes fall with wide-eyed wonder, her tail flicking back and forth. It was as though she was seeing a reflection of herself in the world outside. I decided to let her experience the snow up close, so I bundled up, opened the door, and let her step out onto the porch. Tentatively, she placed one paw in the snow, then another. Her reaction was priceless, a mix of curiosity and surprise as the cold sensation registered. She pranced around for a few minutes before darting back inside, shaking her paws dramatically as if to say, "What was that?" Over time, Snowy became more than just a pet. She became my confidant, my source of comfort, and my daily dose of joy. She had an uncanny ability to sense my emotions, often curling up beside me when I felt down or greeting me at the door with her melodic meow after a long day. Her presence turned my house into a home, and her companionship reminded me of the beauty in life's simple pleasures. Snowy has been with me for over 2 years now, and each day with her feels like a gift. Looking back, I can't imagine my life without her. Her playful antics, her gentle purring, and her quiet companionship have become an integral part of my world. Adopting Snowy was one of the best decisions I've ever made, and I'm endlessly grateful for the joy she has brought into my life. As I conclude this story, I hope it has brought a smile to your face and perhaps even inspired you to open your heart to an animal in need. Snowy's tale is just one of many, and there are countless others out there waiting for their own happy endings. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I look forward to sharing more stories with you in the future. Until next time, take care and cherish the special.